President Trump has signed an executive order that extends the 90-day pause on reciprocal tariffs to August 1st.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joins us from New York. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Great to be here.
So can you remind us where tariffs stand before this new executive order? And because I feel like I'm getting whiplash every day.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you need like a little bit of a flow chart here, and I'm sure you don't have one. So I do. The good news is I have one. Okay, so right now we've got 10% charges on imports from all countries, 30% on China, 50% on steel and aluminum, 25% on cars and trucks. Okay, now in addition to that executive order that extended the deadline to August 1st, the president sent letters to 14 countries, including big trading partners like Japan and South Korea. And he said that these countries are going to face even higher tariffs if they don't reach agreements with the U.S. by that August 1st deadline. Okay, so with the pause, it is important to underscore that the current tariff rate is at the highest level in almost 90 years.
Oof.
So we don't have to go higher to get our attention. This is significant.
Absolutely, Jill. You know, I think the bottom line is every person, every American wants to know, how is this going to affect my money?
Yeah. Okay. So a couple of ways. I just want you to follow through with this visual and think of it this way. A good comes into the country. The company that imports it, that U.S. company, that company is on the hook for that extra tariff charge. So 10% more from Europe. Now, I'm a company, I've got to pay that 10% to the U.S. government. Now, as a company, I have a choice to make. Do I just eat that extra 10% cost, maybe reducing my profit, or do I pass it along to my customer? Now, they don't have to do one or the other. They can do some combination, right? I'll eat a little bit, I'll pass along a little bit. But if they do pass along that cost, then prices could rise for those goods. So far in the first half of the year, we haven't seen tariffs pushing up the inflation rate too much. But the problem is, economists say that if even at these current levels, if they remain in place, we are likely to see the inflation rate tick up from today's, say, 2.5% to above 3.5% by the end of the year. And here is the stat that might really catch your eye. Having the inflation rate rise, having these tariffs in place, could cost households almost $2,000 on average, according to the Yale Budget Lab.
Well, I was going to ask you, you start talking about inflation. We've been talking about tariffs, but then the Fed, is something that even the president is posting on Truth Social about this morning and needing the interest rate to go lower. But all these things play into each other. So can you talk about the uncertainty of these tariffs and the impact on the Fed?
Listen, the problem that the Fed has right now is tariffs can create a bit of a double whammy because they can raise the inflation rate, right? But they can also hurt economic growth. That is called stagflation, a stagnating economy with inflation. It means that the Fed is not going to take any action on interest rates when it meets later this month. They're going to continue to wait and see what the economic impact is in the data. So unfortunately, this is another way that consumers can get hurt because interest rates on credit card balances, auto loans, even mortgages, all of those rates are likely to remain high for the foreseeable future.
Oh, we should take a deep breath.
Take a sigh.
Jill, thank you so much for being here and breaking all this down for us. We appreciate it.